Hey guys, in this video I'm going to answer a question I got from Rick Russ online about alternatives for doing low pulley cable crossovers, but for someone who doesn't have access to cables. Now Rick trains at home, so he doesn't have a cable crossover apparatus to do low pulley cable crossovers or even any form of crossover. So I will say that the low pulley cable crossover is basically focusing more on the upper pecs. So it's a bit like an incline fly. So at the very least, a good replacement for the low cable pulley crossover is incline dumbbell fly. But again, you're not getting that continuous tension that the cables provide with dumbbells. So how do you get continuous tension on flies without cables? The answer, guys, bands. My JYM strength bands. Now what you're going to do is you're going to set up the bands just like you would a low pulley cable crossover. So you're going to tether the bands to a low point here. So the nice thing about my bands is that you can either attach both ends here to the handle, or if you need more length on the cable, you can actually tether it to itself with the carabiner system. So now it's secured here. Now I'm going to attach other bands on the opposite side, and now I can mimic low pulley cable crossovers, but with bands, and now I'm getting that continuous tension all the way through the range of motion. Remember with flies, when you're lying down on a bench doing dumbbell flies, as the dumbbells come together, there's no resistance in this top range. With cables or with bands, as I'm showing you here, you're getting that continuous tension all the way through the range of motion. And in fact, with bands, which cables don't provide, that linear variable resistance, not only do you have continuous tension throughout the range of motion, but the tension gets harder as you get closer to the top position, meaning you're recruiting more of those inner pec muscle fibers. A great way to bring up that inner upper pec, in this case doing low pulley cable crossovers. Now another benefit of doing the bands is that you can actually do drop sets without even dropping the weight. All you have to do is change your body position. So here I am, I've maximized the pull on the bands. That way the tension is maximized. Now when I hit failure here, all I have to do to decrease the tension or the weight is to step back. Now I've got less resistance, and now I can continue doing low pulley cable crossovers like a drop set until I hit failure again. I can even do another one, step back a little more. Great way to finish off chest. Whether you have cables or not, guys, give my strength bands a try. Doing them either as standard cable crossover from a high tether point, regular midpoint cable crossover here for the middle chest. Again, same thing, just put those, tether the bands right around shoulder height or a little bit lower. And then for the low pulley cable crossover, focus more on the upper chest, you just tether the bands to two low positions. Doesn't matter what you use. Could be a bench like I showed you, could be other machines in the gym, or could be chairs, could be a pole in your basement, what have you, whatever works to tether those bands. And then you're getting a great workout. Like I said, that linear variable resistance with the bands provides even better resistance than free weights. Now I'm not saying you should replace free weights with bands, but bands make a great adjunct to free weight training. So I hope that helped with your question, Rick, and anyone with the same question. Remember, you can get the JYM strength bands at gymsupplementscience.com. They go fast, so if they're on back order, just wait, I'll have them back in stock. Like I said, I recommend the bands for anyone, whether or not you have cables or not. It's a great adjunct. Check out my other articles on band training. It's not just a way to mimic other exercises. It actually is a great way to increase strength and power while you're increasing muscle mass. Like I said, I recommend the bands for anyone, whether or not you have cables or not. It's a great adjunct. Check out my other articles on band training. It's not just a way to mimic other exercises. It actually is a great way to increase strength and power while you're increasing muscle mass. So So keep the questions coming, JYM Army, and I'll keep getting you those answers. As always, stay JYM Army strong.